Oh, I think I found the colors too.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Let go. Oh,
Oh, we're live. Oh,
oh.
good evening.
It's actually afternoon.
Ah,
Good morning. Good afternoon. You invited us here today? How would you like to introduce this?
Hey, we here. It's countdown. Super Bowl countdown. 6 hours, 6.5 hours or
6
so.
and a half.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
And I think they're probably doing the red carpet like right about now.
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
So I guess the first question is like all of the pregame hype that we see now. Is it too much?
Just depends on how much you watch it. But I mean, yeah, of course they want 24/7 exposure. So
It's definitely oversaturated between the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So you got the main media week, which was this week. Then you got last week, which was Pro Bowl week, plus all the other stuff. Which still, if you watching all the analytics and watching all the TV shows, they've been talking about it since Monday of last week.
Right.
As far as not necessarily the picks, but comparing every little single nook and cranny that you can see. And now it's to the point now it's like, all right, that's enough.
Now here's the
Let's
part where
get it done.
I get it bad or I got it bad.
I see what you did there. I see it.
is that your vote?
So I'm with. No, I'm still going with OMG.
Smart.
Still going with OMG. For those that don't know, we're trying to guess. We were talking about the first song that Usher does
Usher,
tonight.
correct.
So,
In the
But-
power hour.
I'm with freaking DirecTV only because that you have to have it where I am. Like that's the only provider. Like they bullied us into getting
Oh,
it.
through the okay.
Now DirecTV and Cox Media are beefing, which means I don't get Channel 2
Yep.
or WSB as some
I
other
have
folks may
DirecTV
say.
as well.
But WSB. But when I say Channel 2, no, when I say WSB, folks be like, WSB,
Yeah.
I had to be like,
Old school.
Channel 2, man. Damn.
old
Yeah.
school,
Yeah. Old school Joe
Everybody
Vita and
don't-
them back in the
everybody
day.
don't call by the title name
Right.
anymore.
Everybody,
I
yeah.
agree.
It's like that's like doing the exit numbers. That's how you know somebody ain't from Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah, they be like, yeah, get off at exit 4.
I'm like, which
Exit
one
four.
is that? I've been living in my whole life.
Get off at Ben Hill.
There you go. Say which
Get
one
off
it
at Ben
is.
Hill, right?
Just say which one.
So we don't have ABC. So like I'm forced to either watch NBC or CBS for news, and unfortunately, like I kind of chose CBS over the NBC, and that's all they've been doing is talk about the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
'cause that's-
That's all. I'm like, y'all do know people know the Super Bowl is coming on Sunday.
It's coming on.
And they talk about it 24/7.
They
So
can't
for
help
me, like it's
themselves.
just too much content.
It's
for me.
definitely oversaturated, man, when it comes to the build up. No doubt about it. Now, like I said, I also have DirecTV as well, and I was the whole fiasco during the season with Channel 11.
Yep.
Couldn't watch Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
That was a whole thing. Had to stream it and all this foolishness. What's the problem with DirecTV? I don't get it, but they need to get it together.
So what happens is
contracts or something?
it's contracts, right? So Cox Media is saying pay us more, give us more because of the content, obviously because they value their content, I guess. And DirecTV is like, y'all ain't really that popping, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
we just we're gonna beef this thing out until we get something.
They got 11 back. I don't know how they did it, but they got it
They
back.
got it back,
So
yeah.
We'll see what happens with 2, but that's another big one though, man. That's huge. You said that's your news.
I can't
man.
watch Good Morning America, man. I ain't
Yeah.
seen Robin Robert or Michael Strahan or
Strahan.
George Stephanopoulos. Or,
Stephanopoulos.
anyway, but yes, I think it's just like so much, man. I
It's
couldn't
definitely-
I couldn't take on all this content all day long.
No, it's a lot. And from someone who constantly has a lot of sports channels on, like if I'm at the house, I definitely flip it during
Yeah.
this time because I just give me the last few days of it to where I can hear random stuff or like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Or when we get to the point to where people are making their picks, cool, I'm with that. I can do that. But as far as overall, just for 2 weeks straight, oh no, can't do it.
Can I be honest? I don't watch ESPN. I don't do Sports Center. I don't do any of the talk shows
Yeah.
like Sharp, Sterling, Shannon, yes,
Oh,
Shannon.
Shannon.
Now Club Shay Shay. Now I don't, yeah, but I don't watch any of those things because I always had this theory like y'all don't know.
What
Y'all just
get paid to give your opinion.
right, give an opinion.
Which is cool,
So.
but I agree with you on that when it comes to, but from somebody who has it bad, I wake up in the morning watching First Take and
You say you got it back?
I do.
Okay.
So I do.
Number 2,
Yeah.
that's
I
the second
wake-
one.
All right,
Wake
might as well
up
play the
somebody.
game now. See how many
Right.
we can
I-
just drop in.
There you
know?
go. Usher records or lyrics that we can put into
Let's
today's.
do it.
Yeah,
That's
there
2.
you go.
We on 2 already. But from somebody who watches that all the time, like, yeah, I wake up with it, but this week I had to keep it going. But they've been hitting other stuff too, basketball, all that kind of stuff. So I can do some of it. But that brings us into what we're here for.
Right.
Cranking up this Super
Oh
Bowl.
yeah. First of all, I told y'all I was yesterday years old when I learned that
Yes, sir.
Damian Lillard
Yeah.
was playing with Milwaukee. So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's like
Now
Thank
the
you for admitting it
now.
now.
The viewers know.
Boyd's
Yeah,
calling it out.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to like I'm not.
Put it out there.
Yeah.
Just let it be
No,
known.
appreciate the honesty.
No doubt.
Well, he's there. I don't know how long, but he's there because now Doc Rivers is there, and it's a whole thing about them firing that coach. I think it's bad luck, man. You fire a coach, and you're 30-13, and you fire your coach.
Yeah. What happened with that? Like
Apparently, Giannis didn't like him.
really?
Giannis got him up out of there. He tries to say he didn't, but he did.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't see a couple times Giannis literally walked off the court with like 30 seconds left in the game. It just got to a point where they weren't even speaking anymore, and they obviously have that type of power. But I think Giannis needs to calm down a little bit because he is acting like too much of a diva.
Big time.
If your new coach Doc Rivers, who most people would agree has earned at least a little more respect than Adrian Griffin
Yeah.
in the league
Yeah.
throughout his time, help him in this transition process while taking over the same way that Pat Bev's been there for 5 minutes.
Right.
Grabs a clipboard and's already starting like trying to coach and
And-
stuff. It's just utilize the veterans that you have, but also lead by example.
So Giannis is acting like a superstar.
Oh,
I was just-
that's another one.
You gonna walk off on that already? Yo, thanks for playing. All right, well,
But no, so when it comes to that is true though. He's ridiculous. You can't see it on the court until like something happens.
You
But
get it,
behind
right.
the scenes, you can definitely believe what's going on.
just doing a little too much. You were explaining about Trey Young yesterday and his not exactly particular involvement with
Right.
the team.
right.
When you do stuff like that, though, especially running off the court, 30 seconds left, it's going to leave a bad viewership out there on your behalf. At the same time, probably a bad
Right.
taste in some people's mouth. It's just like, what is this guy doing?
And I had a did you see like right after they fired him? They were dancing on the court and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because that was purely probably motivated by the players.
Yes, absolutely. But like I say, I think that's bad luck, man. It's like with the Hawks last year, firing Nate McMillan and hiring a coach mid-season. Right after that, like, come on, man, you might as well just let an interim do that if you're gonna fire the coach. But we'll see what happens. As they've been up and down ever since Doc's been there. Got blowed out the first time, the first game in. But all right, basketball, we get to that. We got plenty of that.
Yeah.
Now, we'll make our picks at the end before we get off the air.
For the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
We'll make our picks before we get off the air.
I was trying to find one of our past episodes where I think we made picks initially in the beginning. It was like the first round about to happen. I couldn't track down exactly who made what picks, but now that we got time since it's the day of, it makes sense.
Yeah, we can do that. No doubt about it. Now, we spoke a little bit about, Super Bowl commercials and Super Bowl, the foods and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot going on behind the scenes as far as what a lot of this stuff, like little facts, little nuggets going on in this game right here. You have any?
Yeah, do you want to share what we...
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Mike, this
very
might be the
interesting.
math portion as well for the
Oh,
number
yeah,
13 associated.
This is very true.
So, stumbled upon this one. I'm sure a couple people have seen it now. Do not want to compare the years because I don't want to, put people in that mode.
Yes, exactly.
But the last time the Chiefs and 49ers won the Super Bowl, you're looking at it too. Perfect. Okay. Last time the Chiefs and Niners won or faced each other in the Super Bowl, guess who was also MVP?
Lamar Jackson.
That is correct. The last time Lamar Jackson won the MVP, the Ravens also won the NFC North or AFC North.
Yep, they did. And they won it again this year by a landslide.
The Chiefs won the AFC West,
It took them a minute, but they did get it.
ultimately making the Chargers finish last in the AFC West.
Crazy.
Washington is last yet again in the NFC East.
They got a lot going on, man.
Don't do our Redskins. What are they? Commanders like that.
Yes.
Football team.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
they
yeah, football
should've-
team.
They should have kept it like that.
The Panthers finished last in the NFC South. The 49ers won the NFC West. Cardinals last in the NFC West. The Chiefs are the home team. Here comes the math. So the number 13 has been popular. We could pause here, I guess, right?
Yep, that's fine.
The 49ers add up to what?
9 + 4, 13.
Okay.
Yes, I use my fingers.
Taylor Swift's alleged flight from overseas Japan to Vegas is
Did they change that to 13? Correct.
13 hours.
Oh, the flight time is 13
flight-
hours.
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
the flight time. Brock Purdy's your starting quarterback for the 49ers, rocking number
13.
13. Okay.
Taylor Swift's album apparently is called
13.
Right. So it just keeps going on and on and on.
It's a lot going on.
The seeds, San Francisco was number 1 in the West. The Chiefs were number 3 in the East.
Ah,
So it just
okay.
keeps on going on and on. Anyways,
Got you.
49ers the number 1 seed. Billie Eilish had Song of the Year.
And the Grammys, she
Uh,
did.
Chiefs plus 600 favorite. 49ers
What does that
beat
mean? Plus 600. What is that?
The betting odds.
So I bet $1, I get 600.
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
600. No.
Sorry, their preseason odds were 600.
Okay, yeah, preseason odds. But,
Preseason odds to get to, the
Super
Super Bowl.
Yes.
Plus 600. So basically, you threw $100 on the Chiefs, you get back $600.
Okay, I was
Well,
close.
you said you were close, but I'm saying not necessarily $1. But
Okay,
yeah.
I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was close.
so the standard bet across Vegas and
Yeah.
online, whatever, is $100.
Okay, I got
So
you.
you had it correct with $1, just add 2 more zeros.
Just okay, I
pretty
got you.
much.
49ers beat the Packers in the playoffs.
It was a very good game. They shouldn't have won.
They won
that
by
game.
13.
No, they
Oh, you just going down. You
You're just going back down the list.
Okay,
As far as
okay.
the similarities for 2020 and this year.
Basically, 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
all of these exact same things happened to ultimately lead to
To
these
where
2
we are
teams
now.
playing in the Super Bowl.
Got you.
But-
Same exact thing. It's crazy.
So scripted or no?
That's part of the discussion.
Yeah, it is
Everyone-
part of the discussion. Crazy coincidence could be.
I will say that there's a plan, right? Because everyone knows about the Super Bowl logo color scheme thing
Yep,
now.
It was
I
wrong.
saw that
It was
one.
wrong.
Right. So I would say there's a plan, but it doesn't always go according to the script.
Kind of like wrestling, because I did
Thank
learn.
you.
I learned today that
no.
that The Rock, that he turned bad.
Heel, yes.
He turned heel.
As they say. Yep. He hasn't been a heel since what? The Nation. He was with the Nation, right? Well, no.
The Nation of
No,
Islam.
No, the Nation
Oh.
Domination
Oh, okay.
with Farouk and the crew.
I would say right after that.
I'm finna say with Corporate Rock.
Correct.
Corporate Rock. That's right. When he was rocking
the
Vince McMahon.
corporation, I believe.
Yeah, the corporation. Good times in that attitude era, man.
So
Good times,
heel and
I swear.
face, as
Okay.
you know, are the 2 descriptive terms of face for good guy, heel for bad guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, apparently after he took over, this is our wrestling segment. Here we go.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Apparently, after he took over those 2 board seats on the TKO team as Vince McMahon was getting the boot,
Yep.
he also wanted to inject that attitude
Yeah.
era back into the WWE while still somehow trying to keep it PG-13.
I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Well, that's between him and Triple H to figure
I'm
out.
about to say he gonna mess up his football deal too, ain't he? They might go watch the USFL no more. XFL, what is it? USFL? They're actually merged,
They
right?
already did. They did.
UFL, okay.
So SmackDown is currently being broadcasted on the Fox channel.
Yeah.
Fox is also carrying the UFL, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yes,
So
they are.
don't be surprised
Yes,
when
they
you
are.
start seeing the commercials of
Yeah.
like, here's up to date modern heel
Oh, yeah.
rock.
Oh, yeah.
And then also, hey, check out the UFL. It's coming March 30th.
But that's going to be some good spring football, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Combining both of those leagues. You have talent on both sides. So hopefully.
I think it'll be a legitimate spring feeder pattern into the NFL.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say too. Why does like USFL, XFL, why they get a bad rap? The athletes are athletes, right? Don't you agree? I mean, and we have minor league teams in baseball,
Right.
have minor league teams in basketball just recently, but football, it just seemed like they never used it as a path to the NFL for free agents. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree.
If we can compare it to the WWE, at the time they would gobble up all competition and crush it across the board to make sure that there was literally no other competitors.
Okay.
So NFL, same way, we are the only
Got you.
brand.
Okay.
So now that there's other possible competition coming out, it's like, all right, maybe not squash them this time and actually look at them as a possible minor league or developmental system.
Right.
To where it's like, yeah, y'all can do your stuff in the spring, but not any one of you is going to probably make it to league. And if you do, it's going to be less than 1% of you.
And that's what it's
Just
been so
like
far.
an average player anyway
That's
from
what
college.
it is
From college?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like from
absolutely.
college anyway. But the way that you could leverage that though is especially like with rule changes and just like the innovation that those leagues have bought. when we watch that, when we see that experience of a XFL game, right? When they used to have the cameras on the field with the players after a touchdown,
Helmet
they're
cams.
doing that in the NFL now. When the calls, like things that they do in the XFL with the kickoff, right? How they do it differently than the NFL, and the NFL kind of made changes because of that to protect the players.
Of course.
Onside kicks. There are no onside kicks in the XFL.
No.
But if you want to go for it, we put you at a 4th and 20. And if you make the 4th and 20, you can continue to play
Right.
versus the chances of you getting an onside kick. Like
Right.
things like that, using the XFL or using those other leagues, it just seems like you can be creative over there to kind of, shape a newer NFL as well as develop players that come from there to the NFL.
Oh, you definitely experiment with not only the rules, but the camera views that they were doing for like the replays with officials.
Yeah.
I think everyone loved that, but the NFL will never do that because they don't want to let you peek into their process, especially in the event, if you want to call it scripted, of no, let's not give them this one, but
Right.
we'll give them the next one kind of thing. The way they did the whole replay process through the XFL, I thought was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You got to listen to what they were actually looking for. Because like you hear him describing, I'm looking for 2 feet to establish possession, to
Right.
make sure you held on to the ball, and they show you 3 different angles kind of thing. NFL is just you kind of wait for the
talking to New
referee
York.
and you see the referee kind of thing.
Or what they do is they always have the expert referee.
Yep.
That's
Dean
with them in
Blandino.
the
And
that's with
they
them.
supposedly on the microphone with New York with New
Or
York.
no, the one that's with, let's say,
In
with
the
Joe
booth.
in the
Yeah.
booth,
Right,
right?
right.
They go to him and say, okay,
What-
he's
what
a
did you see?
veteran
What did you
referee.
see?
What did you see?
Yeah.
And then he kind of walks you through. But like you're saying, you're talking about the referees that are there.
You
They're
said-
making the
actually
call.
making
You're watching the whole
call.
process
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
And they're breaking it down for you versus listening to someone's opinion that's not really affiliated with the New York Replay Command Center.
Right. Well, overall, for me, when it comes to that, I believe the player process, as far as the development, they've monopolized that to the NCAA as well. I think that's what kind of makes it kind of hard because the draft is so big, it's a whole spectacle, and everybody's coming straight out of college from the NCAA, so they feel like that is our amateur system, our minor league system, so to speak.
True.
And that's why it's hard for them to pick. That's what makes it hard for the people to get on board with the spring leagues, is because, well, this dude played in college, but I never heard of him before. So they call a bunch of nobodies out here trying to make the league or trying to do whatever. That's what makes it so quote unquote less exciting. Now, if you're a football fan, you're gonna watch it
You're
because
gonna
you
watch
watch
it, yeah.
football. And if you watch football for real, you knew a lot of these names that you saw them play in college.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the transfer, as far as those players making it to the league, I think you get like 1 or 2 a year that can make an NFL roster most of the time and that actually play.
Right.
You get some signed to practice squads. Maybe somebody gets hurt, they might get a chance to play. But overall, you won't see them that much because it's too much overall top-heavy talent in the
Right.
NFL. So just to get on a squad from a USFL team or XFL team, you did something.
Because
for them.
ultimately, there's only 52 spots, right,
Right.
on that roster.
Right. So
And-
it's tough
Yeah.
regardless. And so you fill a practice squad spot, hey, you making some money. You get to dress out every now and again on the home games. Like, hey, you in the league, but you fought during the spring to get into the NFL just to run on this check for the next 17 weeks.
Yeah, I can't forget. I can't remember who it was. They talked about a coach, and they said that the way they had their facility set up is that you could always see the practice field.
Yeah.
Good catch.
And during the season, the coach will have like 3 or 4 guys out on the practice field working out.
Yep.
So those 52 in the gym know that there's always somebody out there
Competition.
that I'm watching
Somebody
that
behind
could
you.
take your spot.
Somebody's
Like,
behind
so you better stay on it, and
Keep
that's
it-
how that 52 is.
And it's definitely that cutthroat. That's why when you see preseason training camp, it's legit. Like they have about 80, close to 100
Yeah.
out there, and they trim it down to 53, and that's cutthroat out there. And that's every team doing that. So it's a lot of players
Yeah,
out there.
a lot of players out there.
A lot of players.
And I agree totally with you. The way the NFL is, like, they're the giant in sports across
yeah.
the
The-
world.
oh, yeah.
The
No doubt
across
about
the
it.
world.
Yeah.
They're giants.
No doubt about it.
They always say they own Sunday, and not only do they own Sunday, they're beginning to own Monday and Thursday and Saturdays,
Whatever-
like
when
whatever
college
day they
slows
want,
down.
in reality.
Roger Goodell is going like any day he wants to put a game on, like he will
And they
do
just
it.
re-signed him to about what was it 2030? He got an
Something- yeah,
extension or
something
something
like
like that.
That's like when Drake said in one of his albums that Taylor Swift is the only person that will make him drop the album a little later because he
Yeah.
knows the Taylor Swift power.
The Swifties.
The Swifties, same thing in the NFL. You're
Yeah.
not gonna put an event on. You're not gonna debut your brand new show. You know what I'm saying? Coming out on Super Bowl Sunday.
Unless it's after the game goes off.
Unless it, right.
Because you know everybody's still on that channel and you still got a bunch of viewers still just hanging around. It's like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Just like they did for
I
my
think
show.
they're gonna do that for CBS tonight. I think something's debuting tonight
Yeah,
after
I
the
wonder how
game.
much that costs to get your show debuted after the Super Bowl.
I can tell you how much a commercial is.
Yeah.
I can too. You go ahead. You could drop it.
30-second spot.
Yeah.
7 million.
But do you know what it costs to freaking make them though?
Talk to me.
At least they
I would say
could go into
hundreds.
between $10 to $50 million to make a commercial
Shit. Okay.
for Super Bowl. Because you think about it, like one is the talent.
Yep.
It was said that Ben Affleck last year for that Dunkin' Donuts commercial, I think, got 10 mil for that commercial.
wild.
Two days of shooting,
He
30 seconds.
alone.
Yep, he got 10 million himself.
insane.
Yep.
That's bananas.
So they
Wicked
yeah,
awesome.
they,
Like that's insane. Like for real.
yeah. So yes, that's where the money is. Hell, they
Yeah, it
they keep
is.
it coming in. Is that Taylor Swift?
Similar to
Oh,
hierarchy, right? I guess that would be the word.
Yeah.
Hierarchy. The NFL is king.
yep.
Similar to the documentary between Kevin Hart and Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Chris Rock said on it, he was like, I got to look to see if he's touring because I don't.
Yeah.
If he's in the city, like I'm gonna go after him.
Yep,
basically.
exactly,
You know?
yeah.
That makes sense.
So NFL being king, like you know, it's gonna take a lot for the UFL to A, earn any momentum, and then B, to properly label it, brand it, and keep it going.
Yeah.
We'll eventually get a couple people to the league, but let's not kid ourselves. It's the viewership alone. They're showing NBA games, talking about you just watched a rematch of, say, the finals or whoever. Two marquee teams that you want to watch, right? What do you think the highest viewership during regular season for the NBA is?
Man,
And now we're about to compare it to the NFL, so keep
I'll
that in
say
mind.
7.
Roughly,
Yeah.
right?
If that.
I was gonna say max maybe 10, like a Christmas Day or something like that.
So thank you for using that. So Christmas Day got up to 14,
Okay.
right? Just for reference. What do you think Thanksgiving or
Ooh.
New Year's or Christmas Day football was?
Man, at least 30 mil.
I was gonna say 100.
45.
just
So-
a high ball. The 45
Whatever
still, yeah.
basketball can do, it's essentially 4 to 5 times is the NFL.
Because I think one of the things is basketball is only. I mean, football we only play 17 games.
17 games.
So every game counts.
It does.
If
Big
you look
time.
at the NBA or
Big
you look at
time.
MLB, every game doesn't count unless you get down to that point where you're behind by one game. So that one game that you was
Gotta keep
BSing at,
Gotta keep up.
you don't have to be in this situation because they play so many games. But in the NFL, you fuck around and start 0-2.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's your
you
ass.
playing catch up
That's your ass. You
all the way.
literally can't have a slow start in the
No,
NFL.
you
If you have a slow
cannot.
start, you might as well start hanging it up. Start thinking about next year. You go 0-5, it's a wrap.
You go 0-5 in baseball, or you go on a 5-game losing streak in baseball.
You can turn that right back
You'll be
around.
fine.
You can turn that right back
I mean,
around.
we saw it in 21 with the Braves. We were out of first by 10 plus games.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Never played over 500 baseball the whole season. We were win-loss that whole time and got hot over the last 82 games.
Yep. Second
And
half after the All-Star break.
next thing you know, you win the World Series. Can't do that in football.
No.
Proud of you, man. Look at this guy.
I know that's good,
Hey,
right?
hey,
Look at this guy.
That's good stuff
Hey,
over there.
He did.
That's
He
good
did
stuff.
it. He did
Thank you
it.
very much.
But
Appreciate
that's very true though, because like you say, one slip up or one loss in the wrong week, depending on the division,
In your division, yeah.
it can go bad real quick. One injury to the wrong person.
You talk about every game matters. You know that each team basically suffers a season-ending injury each week. to a player on
Somebody.
their team.
Yeah.
They're about each game matters, each injury matters.
Absolutely.
I
Shoot, the opening week of this season, Aaron Rodgers 4 plays in. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, it's still the greatest highlight.
You were ready for it.
Him
You
running out
called
with
it.
the flag.
You
like,
called it.
I
You
didn't think it was
called
gonna be
bro.
that quick.
I didn't
but
think it
was
was gonna be
like,
that quick,
he's-
but you called
he's
it.
not
You
gonna,
called that,
He
man?
called the injury, but he, like I said, he didn't think game 1
Play
4
Right.
plays in.
Right.
But he was like, he's gonna get hurt. He
Yeah,
called
just behind
it.
that offensive
He
line, he's not
called
going to
it.
make it to week 11 to play the Dolphins. But I think it was going to be week 1, play 4. Him carrying out the flag and then
Snap. And it wasn't. He didn't
That's
even get hit. It was on a drop back. He was on a drop back trying to plant and get away, and then you could see it pop. It just
Oh,
popped.
okay, that's what happened.
Mhm.
Okay,
He was on
okay.
a drop back trying to get away, trying to scramble out, and as soon as he planted that foot, you could see it pop.
But
you know?
usually that injury is like self-inflicted. Like a person normally doesn't cause that
no,
injury,
it's
right?
a lot of times it's non-contact. A lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
times.
non-contact.
Yeah,
that's what I was
it's
trying to
usually
say.
just
Yeah.
lot of
wear
time.
and tear on the body, and it was
Yeah.
just time.
It's
Didn't you
bad.
say one of y'all that happened to one of y'all, right? Was that?
I didn't get. I didn't get an Achilles tear.
Oh, okay, my bad. I ain't-
No, it's cool.
You good?
My
It's
bad.
cool. I
We
know.
did watch it live. If you were watching the Dolphins game against the Jets, I believe, with Jalen Phillips.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like it was just the weirdest thing. Like they either knew it was going to happen or something, because they were just focused on him on that play,
On that particular.
literally on his calf, and then from the hike of the ball, you watch it pop and then ripple up
Yep.
his calf,
Yep.
and everyone's like, "Oh God, why?" It was just
It
the
was that
weirdest
get off.
thing.
That's the thing about a defensive end. That get off is so important. He was pushing off and it just snapped.
Mm.
And that's the thing about it. You can see it most times. And most time when it happens, a lot of the players look behind them like, what happened? Like it feels like somebody shot you or
Yeah.
tripped you up, and they look, what
rolls
was
right
that?
up.
And it's most of the time it's non-contact.
Yep.
Especially DBs be backpedaling, go to plant, boom, it pops. Running backs go to plant, pop.
Kobe, rest
Yep.
in peace. He hit
went
that.
to
He
go
did
hit
that little
move,
crossover, pop.
And then like a gangster went to the free throw line, shot them free throws, and walked off.
Even Mo Gangster though is watching him on the floor trying to push that motherfucker back down.
Yes,
like
that's-
he was gonna push it down. Like
He limped to the line, made both the free throws, and what I just
and
heard,
walked out.
the trainer for the Lakers at the time, when he was walking off the court after that injury, they asked him if he wanted a wheelchair, and he said, "Fuck Paul Pierce."
wow.
is one way of saying no, thank you. to
No,
the
thank you. Right, I'm
wheelchair.
good. Yeah, no, I'm fine. But he did say when he got back in that locker room, though, he said he broke down. He said especially when Vanessa and the kids came in,
Yeah.
like he had broke down.
Let go.
Yeah,
He let go of the heart, the
Yeah,
gangster for
the
a second.
yeah.
Because I mean, like, it's gotta hurt.
but that was real G though, like
Of
you
course,
said.
that's
He-
what he was about. That.
and then he was walking off the court like somebody tried to, try to
Help him.
me. Like,
Don't
and his
need no
mind was
help.
like, nah, I'm good.
Don't need no
Don't
help.
do that.
Don't need no help.
Even the one where the trainer popped his finger back in place. Y'all remember that one?
Yep.
It's like just such a G.
He's gangster with it, man. But can't teach that.
Nah, you can't.
That's got to be in you. That's
Yeah.
got to be in your soul. That's got to be in your DNA. That's why he's the mama, man.
That's why you remind me of. Got it.
Oh, I thought it was coming with something else.
It was right. You right. You remind me of
That's
Kobe.
four?
That's
That's
you know,
four?
yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Was that directed towards me? Yes.
I don't know. It just,
Superstars 3, so yeah, that was 4.
Yeah, that's 4. That's the
song,
number
song
4.
came to my head.
Okay,
so,
cool.
yeah,
We
it's
can
all
do that.
good. Yeah.
Quick little fact.
Mike's cooking over here, man.
little trivia fact.
careful.
In the
But-
kitchen shouting.
Little trivia fact.
Oh, let go. Is it a trivia question or just a fact?
Both. It can be turned into a question.
Okay.
You got 3 quarterbacks with at least 3 championships, and if Mahomes wins, he'll be a part of that list. It'll be 4.
With 3?
With at least 3 championships.
Quarterback with the same franchise?
Yes. I mean, technically,
Oh.
yes. Yes. 3
Troy,
quarterbacks.
Troy?
Troy Aikman, yes.
Brady.
Brady,
And I
Come on.
want to say.
Bradshaw.
yes, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
TB.
Joe Montana, no?
Well, they didn't put him on the list,
Yes.
but I said
Yeah.
yes as well, so I should have been 4. When I was
Yeah.
looking at the list, I was like, Montana, somebody's
yeah.
missing.
That was,
And then Mahomes, that'd be 4.
okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
that'd be 5, I mean. That's legit. You
I
put you
mean-
in the name, you in that category, that's legit, man.
So
With
he,
3 plus.
Yes, well, not just 3, got to be his 3rd one. Just 3 straight up.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
So now the question that I've been hearing a lot is, if Patrick Mahomes, if they win today,
Mhm.
does he become a heel?
Well-
I think he's already on his way.
He
You
is.
think so?
Because
Yeah.
some people don't want this. They don't want the dynasty to happen. Some people want San Francisco to win to slow them down.
I feel like the dynasty's kind of there,
I do too.
but to prevent it is why people are probably looking at him now as the heel. The additional exposure of who probably isn't helping his case.
No, not at all.
But at the end of the day, he's also had a couple family issues.
Yeah.
So some people,
Pops and Brody.
some people might not even look at him as the bad guy, but just guilty by association.
Yeah.
Due to what you just said his dad and his brother have done.
Yeah.
What they do?
Well, his brother's in jail right now. His brother's in jail for, I forgot exactly what he did.
But he's
You
locked up.
remember what his brother did? I don't remember exactly what his brother did.
Uh,
But his brother had been wild anyway, on TikTok and acting a fool. And basically, my brother's Pat Mahomes, I can do what I want type deal. And yeah, we got
You
something for
can't.
that.
Some
Yeah, we can.
some touching and possible underage.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, something like that. Now his pops is on his possible 4th DWI.
Oh, I'm about to say nice.
That was a
Like,
nice.
damn. Hey, if you're gonna do it,
Way
do
to
it big,
go.
homie.
Like
Way to go.
aggravated,
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
aggressive.
they trying to sit him down for 2 years off.
Hey,
Certain states, and it was in Texas too. Texas don't play that type of stuff.
get what you get.
And so yeah, don't know what kind of packs he gonna be smoking this time. That's his thing. Every time you win a big game, he's smoking that Eagles pack or whatever the case may be. he gonna have to sit it down, man. He gotta calm down.
He can let it burn at the
Yeah,
house.
he can let it burn
At the house.
crib.
There you go.
Thank
That's
you.
number
That's
5.
That's it. Hey, that's in there. Now, one thing too, it would be the first back-to-back championship since who? If they win, if
The
Chiefs
Patriots.
win.
03,
You know what
04.
year?
Sorry.
5.
04,
05? 05, yep. When they beat McNabb and the Eagles, who was
Okay.
also coached by
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. Yes, sir. Interesting, right? Now, I remember that Super Bowl. Eagles had a chance for that one.
That was T.O. broken leg.
T.O. broken leg, McNabb throwing up in the huddle.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
that was a tough one right there.
He had
I
that
just-
high. To came back after the high ankle sprain. They,
They
call
tried
it,
to say
right?
it was a high ankle sprain,
Oh,
but
it was broke.
Yeah, I
was
think he
broken.
broke like his femur or something, or his
he-
fibula, and he came back in just record time.
Oh man, and balled. I'm talking about balled.
Yeah,
He went
I-
off
I-
in
I remember
game.
that one.
He went off in that game, which kind of for me solidified T.O. is a Hall of Famer. Like, okay, what's going on? You put him on that field, give him the ball, he's gonna go off.
Was he on the ballot? He wasn't on the ballot this year, was he?
He's in now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he's in. He got in. What was that? 2 years ago.
Something like that. But
Okay.
he didn't attend.
Yeah, he protested.
He didn't go,
because,
okay.
because he was the first ballot. He felt like he should have been first. T.O.
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
you
Yeah,
know. He
yeah.
felt like he should have been first ballot, and he wasn't. So he was like, nah. And he had his ceremony at where he went to school at UT Chattanooga.
Okay.
That's where he had his ceremony at. But he is in the Hall of Fame under protest, basically. But he's in the Hall of Fame.
The thing that gets me about this one too, when we talk about the storylines, is the Kyle Shanahan and McCaffrey. Like that story.
It is. That's
like
insane.
that is that's pretty cool. I was laughing about what family had 2 presidents in their family and
Right.
and a governor, which we know are the Bushes. But when you look at the Shanahans and you look at McCaffrey, like McCaffrey played for Kyle's dad
Yep.
when they won the Super Bowl, if I'm not
Broncos.
mistaken, with the Broncos. And now there's a chance for Shanahan to win with his son this
son.
year. Like,
Yep.
how ironic is that?
And
Oh,
the-
let's add 2 more if you don't mind.
go ahead.
The quarterback for the Broncos at the time was Brian Greasy, who is now the 49ers quarterback coach.
Shut up.
And the running back at the time was Anthony Lynn, who's now the 49ers running back coach.
Wow.
Kyle Shanahan was actually on the field for that '95 championship.
He was-
but he was holding the cords for his dad.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because the headset had cords at the time.
Yeah.
Still, he was holding the cords for his dad on the sideline.
And I remember when Shanahan said that McCaffrey said that Shanahan was a ball boy back in the day too, prior
was.
to holding the cords.
He was.
I think you were the one that told me though that Shanahan used to babysit McCaffrey.
He did.
Not, I didn't say, I didn't know that part.
It was Shanahan. So he did used to babysit Christian, but Shannon Sharp also said that he watched both of them grow up. I think he met because Kyle came in at like 12 years old, helping on the field with his dad, and because Ed McCaffrey was the receiver with the Broncos during that time, him and Shannon were real tight. So he seen Christian grow up from a baby.
Yeah.
So Shannon Sharp was like, his heart was with Kansas City. I mean, his mind was with Kansas City, but his heart was with San Fran.
And McCaffrey's dad said that he never pushed because he had 4 boys,
Mm-hmm.
and he never pushed them to play football, or he didn't push them to do anything.
Yeah.
He said you had to do something, but
I'm not
you
going-
don't have to play football.
Right.
You choose whatever drama, chess club,
Yeah.
or whatever. You choose what you want to do, because he said he didn't want to set unrealistic expectations for those boys because, like you were saying earlier, it's 1% that's gonna make it. So as you can see, like Christian was the one that stuck with it and is playing today.
He's legit too. Better than his dad, technically. And Ed was nice.
It was very nice.
It was nice.
3-time Super Bowl
Yeah,
champion.
all with Denver.
He beat us.
Yeah.
Christian's older brother, Max, already made it to the NFL.
Okay.
Christian's mom played volleyball at Stanford.
Yep.
We all know who Christian's dad is, Ed McCaffrey. Christian's other brother now, Dylan, is D1 somewhere.
Yes, he is.
Their youngest brother just got a D1 offer.
Oh, okay.
They're all athletes.
It's
Their
crazy.
their grandfather was like a
Track star, wasn't it?
generational 1940s D1 college track star. Or something like
Yeah.
that. So they're all athletes.
Thoroughbreds, man. It's all thoroughbreds. And like you said, with it coming from the mom's side, it was just even more genes just built them up.
Yeah.
But funny you mentioned the dad situation. This will be the first father-son duo to get championships as head coaches. So that means Mike and Kyle be head coaches with championships, and that'll be the first time ever for that. And that's insane.
And you know what? When they do that, I'm gonna give them the peace sign. Number 6.
Number 6.
That's a Usher song, by the way. Him and Zaytoven.
Yeah.
Well
That's
done.
true. We rolling them off today. You own it today. I had to think about that.
And
one
look,
for a
I'm not
second.
even using my phone. Just
you're not.
FYI.
It's
like,
off the dome right
I'm
there.
not
I got
using
you.
my phone.
Mahomes will also be the youngest to start 4 championships. Whether he wins them all, he'll be the youngest quarterback at 28.
And it's great. That's about to say,
28 years
I be
old
forgetting
to
how
start.
old, how young he is, man. Like he's
Which is
still
why
in
they
his
talk about
20s.
the dynasty. That's what they ask, can he catch Brady? As far as the
Shit,
GOAT.
I don't see why not.
I mean, you just gotta go one at a time. But
You gotta
he's
go-
already
Yeah.
doing stuff faster than Brady, so you just assume at this point.
So at this point, okay, give you this then. So just say he doesn't reach 7 rings, right? But he gets 4 or 5, still dominating, putting up the numbers and everything like that. In basketball, Bill Russell has the most, but they call Jordan the GOAT with 6. Could you still, depending on how he does it and how nice it looks, pleasing to the eye, right? Could you still try to put Mahomes as the GOAT over Brady without getting to at least 6 or 7 championships?
I've stopped having that conversation. Well, let me rephrase it. I think GOATs are generational.
I agree with that.
And bottom line, like,
Errors.
Subjective.
right?
Errors,
And
yeah.
if I didn't get a chance to see that person play, unfortunately, like I can't
Give you a-
determine if it's they're that GOAT category.
I get
So
that.
I look at it as eras. Like
I get it.
Michael Jordan was the best player in his era.
Absolutely.
To me, Kobe Bryant was the best in his era. LeBron is currently the best in his
Even
era.
if they overlapped, but
Yeah,
yes.
even if they overlap,
Yeah, yeah.
but they didn't play together
No.
in their prime.
No.
So with Patrick and Brady, it'll be the same way. Like by the
I can agree with
time Mahomes is done, and regardless of where his numbers are,
Yeah. It'll
he's
somebody else.
gonna be that guy
Yeah.
of that era
Yeah,
because
no doubt.
Tom goes back to what
2001.
That's 22
It went
years
20
ago. That's
it
2
went 28,
decades
bro.
ago.
Yeah.
Like and people that that we know that that we're around that are in their 20s, they didn't see that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They
No.
were too young to see that.
Yep.
But they see Patrick Mahomes. So I think the fair way for me to put it is it's just era based for me.
That's fine. That's perfectly good. That's a perfectly good way to look at it. Because if you look at the Brady run, think about all the quarterbacks that he was the best of through that run.
Right.
You got Peyton. You got Breeze. You know what I'm saying? You got Favre. Technically, was in that
Yep.
era. That's a lot of quarterbacks in that
Shit,
era.
Aaron Rodgers, right?
Rodgers, yeah, Rodgers, because he almost 20 years in at this
Yeah.
point. That's a legit list, and most of them are Hall of Famers.
Yep.
You know, you got some dogs in that era that Brady was beating out. It took Peyton forever to beat him.
And
Forever.
then, like we say, he left New England and went to Tampa. Not saying that Tampa had a good team. They had a good
They
team.
went 8-8 the year before.
Yeah, they had a good defense.
Good defense and
that year
weapons.
before and weapons. And he came down and won a chip
And
down there.
Jameis gave him the 30 for 30 season the year
Yes,
before.
love that. The last one was a pick 6 by Debo.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. That's good stuff, man.
So having a good defense and offensive weapons and just missing a quarterback piece sounds like the Atlanta Falcons.
One more time. Say it again.
If I'm not mistaken, sounds like the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, man. Whew. That quarterback situation is going to be very important this offseason, isn't it?
Crucial, to be honest, because I'm not going to pump y'all up like that, but
That's
the Super
fine.
Bowl is in New Orleans next year.
Oh.
And
Ah.
how sweet
Yeah, I'll
would
wait.
it be?
I'll wait.
Oh,
How
Look, I'll
sweet
wait.
No.
would it be
Oh, my goodness. So,
if
when
Atlanta goes into New
oh,
Orleans?
my goodness. So, when it was here, when the Super Bowl was here, and New Orleans got the NFC Championship, I was praying with every fiber in my being that they lost that game. And I didn't care how they lost it, and they lost it, and I was fine with it.
Was that against the refs and the Rams?
Yes, it was.
Shout out to the refs and the Rams.
Oh, my goodness. I was just, man, I was dreading that.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Oh, my, oh.
because
my-
that was a year after we lost, right?
It was, or two.
Yeah.
Year or two after we lost.
Because that was what, 2020? Was that 19 or 20 when they came when the Super Bowl was here?
19.
19.
Because y'all win in 17, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, that was
Yeah.
like, oh, and I worked at Super Bowl too. I worked in the Congress Center, chilling. I was part of Super Bowl staff. I was chilling at a booth answering questions,
Yeah.
talking to celebrities and stuff. It was a good time. I was just so glad that the Saints weren't there because I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because they were ready. I'm
They
talking
was
about-
ready.
They
So-
had
oh, yeah.
been buying tickets. First of all, so y'all, we got tickets already. Oh,
Yeah.
about my hotel. Oh man.
I appreciate your confession.
Oh,
However,
Ah.
thank you, sir.
There it is. That's what, 7? That's 7? Yes, sir. We in it.
But that same feeling, that level of nauseum and everything else that you were possibly dreading and didn't want
Man.
to deal with. Now for
Oh,
them,
yes, I'm saying it would
because
definitely
you're
flip.
going to their house.
It
You
would
know how they
definitely
would feel down there, boy.
flip. Oh man, they were. I thought they were riot, dog. It would be it would be insane.
Let me say what up to some folks. Shout out to DB. What up, DB? DB, you coming to hang out with us? We only got one seat available.
Is that
Hey,
is that Barnett?
uh-huh.
Hey, what up?
Yeah.
Come through.
Barrett.
Oh, I said Barnett. Shit.
Yeah, you said
Sorry,
Barnett.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's all good.
DB, my fault.
DB, yeah. What up,
My
Rob?
fault, my
25th
fault.
ID. What's happening? What up, Coach? Charlita. Hey. Y'all
What's
don't
up, y'all?
DB talking about we don't never invite him. Well, we always invite you, man.
Always.
Come on down. The door open. Just knock on the door downstairs. We'll come get you, DB. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
One more little nugget.
I'm sure we got multiple nuggets.
Multiple nuggets. Isaiah Pacheco, which I like. I really like his running style, man. He runs
He
so
runs.
hard.
Help me out, who is
he
he?
runs weird. I think he runs like a little too tall, but I get
He
it.
has an upright running.
Yeah,
he
it's
runs
weird.
upright,
Who is you
almost
running
like,
back for?
KC.
Chiefs. Number
Okay,
10.
okay.
Yeah, he runs really hard. Like you're right. He runs upright, kind of like how
Shit.
Adrian Peterson
Yeah,
did.
it's weird.
Yeah, he runs
But
upright.
he digs in the ground, man. You can see him moving.
Man, I'm talking about you that hit, you get the,
You know?
like if you get in the way, like
It looks like he's always
knees and elbows.
It looks
dog.
like he's always high stepping. Like
Yeah.
his knees are touching his chest. when
Eric
he's running.
Dickerson.
yes,
Very similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes. Also, the next what I was finna compare him to, he would be the second running back to start a Super Bowl game in his first 2 seasons. Do you know who the other running back is? Similar running style as far as upright.
Okay.
I don't think it's my guess, but I was gonna say Earl Campbell when you said Eric Dickerson, the upright running
Yeah.
as well.
Man, shout out to
But
Earl.
sorry, the question was what again?
So Isaiah Pacheco is going to be the second running back to have start a Super Bowl in his first 2 seasons. Do you know the other running back?
Start Super Bowl first 2
What
seasons.
rookie running back has also
Ah,
gone to the Super Bowl his first 2
I had
years?
to take a guess. I'll say Roger Craig. Like I'm
Ooh,
just
that's a
going
good guess.
back.
That's a good guess.
Close,
Close, but no.
recent.
Around that
Okay.
era though, around
Okay.
that time.
Okay.
Part of one of the dynasties of the 90s.
Back-to-back Super Bowls. It has to be somebody on the Bills.
Uh-uh.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Is it a cowboy?
It is.
Emmett
Emmett then.
Uh-uh. He
No,
wasn't a
it's
rookie.
not Emmett.
Tony Dorsett.
Ah, okay.
out of Pittsburgh. Nice.
Okay.
Tony Dorsett.
Dallas, man.
Didn't say Dallas. I'd say the 90s, but it was the further back.
No, where did he go to
Dallas.
college?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, my
Pittsburgh.
bad.
Yes, he did.
That's
My bad.
me.
Yeah, it's gonna go to college.
If and when we get to watch more NFL games together, I'm the name the college guy, the dollar bets.
Yes.
Got you.
yeah.
Okay.
Who knows where
This is very
The-
true.
That must be
49ers kicker went to college?
that must be
kind of thing.
a bad habit of yours.
Thank you, sir.
Bad habit. That's number 8. That's number 8. That's
About,
number
about a
8.
minute behind, but yeah, he's coming.
I was looking up something. I was
like,
searching something and then you caught me.
Oh, I got you.
That's number 8. Andy Reid can become the 5th head coach ever with 3 or more Super Bowl wins.
Where does he rank?
5th head coach, 3 or more.
Where does he rank?
Andy Reid, as far as the coaches ever,
I would say that puts him in the top 5.
yeah, absolutely. If he gets the 3rd one, but if you go off of appearances and wins,
Hold on, when you said appearances, I just thought of big Andy Reid.
oh, that's Big Red, baby. Hey, but that's the thing. Everybody loves Andy Reid. Everybody. If you, it's only been one player I think that badmouthed Andy Reid, and I think he was out of the league after that, and I think it was Le'Veon Bell.
OMG, what did he say?
Oh, that's 8. That's 8. Let's do
Sorry,
it.
now I'm just gonna buy in.
I think Le'Veon Bell tried to say that Andy Reid gave him a bad shake or wasn't treating him right or something like that. First of all, you on the end of your road, and there's a thing about him trying to come back now. All of a
End
sudden.
of the road, boys to men. That don't count.
That don't count. That don't count. But Le'Veon need to hang it up. I don't know why he's talking about coming back, but he's the only player I've ever heard say anything bad about Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a player's coach to the T when it comes to being a player's coach.
Le'Veon Bell was another one of those divas, though, that it was all about him, and if he didn't get the amount of, carries that he was
Carries,
looking for, then
Yeah.
of course it's.
And he had a different running style too, which is I loved his running style at Pittsburgh. The hesitation as far as the patience and all that kind of stuff. He was a good running back.
Vision incredible.
Yeah,
but
like insane.
patience even more. Like, why is he not even moving?
He literally would stop at the line of scrimmage and look for a second, and then boom, hit a hole. Like he literally would do that. Like, he'd run up there and be like, "Oh, dude, there's a hole right there. Go
Love
through it."
it.
Like the line didn't really matter at that point because whichever spot you missed or if you overran a gap, he was gonna find it immediately.
Yeah.
And I remember when he got
Yeah.
drafted. Yeah.
Number 9.
Number 9. I remember when he got drafted, Mike Tomlin. He was big at Michigan State. He was bigger at Michigan State. Mike Tomlin.
Oh, he
made
was
him-
heavy.
Mike Tomlin made him drop like 30 pounds.
He was like 240, 245.
He
in
made him
Michigan
drop
State.
like 20 to 30 pounds, and he became Le'Veon Bell that rookie year, and it was amazing. Which
Yeah.
goes, shout out to Mike Tomlin, by the way.
I saw him on a clip at NFL Honors without a hat on,
Oh.
and I was just like, is that
it's
Coach
weird, isn't
Tomlin?
it?
Like,
It's weird, isn't it?
yeah, it's funny seeing him
wild.
without a
It's
hat
wild.
on.
It was a clip also that he said that the 2010 Pittsburgh Steelers were the reason for the players' safety initiative. Now, if you think about that team and you think about that run, that team and the Ravens of that around that year.
Yeah, look who was on those teams.
That's what I'm saying. That's legit.
Who was the host of the honors?
Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear the joke where he said he was talking about Taylor Swift is 13 hours away from the Super Bowl, and the only other team that's further away from the Super Bowl was the Carolina Panthers.
Oh,
I thought that was classic.
It's a nice dig.
I thought that was
that's
classic.
a real
Yeah, I
dig.
thought that was classic.
But with them being in the division, I'm fine with that. That's what they had. What, 2 Super Bowl appearances in their history?
Yeah,
Two?
they have
They do.
Jake Delhomme
Mhm.
Jake
Steve
Delhomme, Steve
Smith.
Smith. Yep.
Steve Smith.
That
Yeah.
squad.
and
And then,
Cam
Cam.
Muhsin Muhammad.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Muhammad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
take that
Muhammad.
back. Take that back.
I can't remember anybody on that defense though. For that, Peppers was on that team. wasn't
Luke
he?
Kuechly,
No,
wasn't
no,
he?
no. Peppers wasn't in the league yet.
Was
I don't think.
Kuechly there?
No,
Nope.
he was on the Cam team. That
Yep,
got
he
beat by
sure
Denver.
was. Yep.
Once again, shout out to Luke Kuechly, monster.
Was our boy on there? Damn, it too soon. Oh boy, on the in the trunk. Why I can't think of his name.
Oh, Ray Caruth.
Yeah, Ray Caruth.
I was gonna say. All right, never mind.
No, was Ray was on that
was
team,
in the
wasn't
trunk. He was in the trunk.
Ray was
man.
in the
That's
trunk.
Why you
Yeah.
get caught in the trunk?
with
dog?
with Snickers and shit. Like, hey, them Snickers will fill you up though.
Oh,
For
my
real
God.
though. You
Oh,
eat a couple of those, you
Ray
good.
Caruth, man, that's insane. Oh man. Let's see. Chiefs rookie receiver Rashee Rice needs 6 catches to surpass Jamar Chase for most playoff catches ever by a rookie.
Damn.
25 catches in 2021 for Jamar Chase.
I think you can get it.
I think so too.
Hold on, DB said KC by 13 today.
Ooh, 13 running again, huh? No score, just saying about
He
13.
said by 13,
About
yeah.
13.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, man.
That's and in the Super Bowl,
When last time there's been a blowout in the Super Bowl?
probably the when you looked up yesterday, Carolina and
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Denver.
That was a bad
Yeah,
one.
that's
Out
probably
there,
the
right?
biggest margin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Let's see.
Oh, that's like one of the only times I felt bad for Cam.
It was tough, man. They
Why?
couldn't.
They was
couldn't-
on
they
Cam
couldn't
ass,
block him.
boy.
Was he caught up?
I already used that one though. Didn't
Did you?
No, you know, you
No.
superstar.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
stuff.
I was worried for a second. I was like,
Caught up?
did you?
Yeah.
Was that 10?
10, yes.
10. Oh, we rolling today.
They was on Cam ass in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller.
Oh.
They couldn't stop him. And
Yeah,
then
didn't Von Miller have like 3.5 and a forced
Yeah.
fumble or something like
Yeah.
that? Like,
it got to the point that when they sacked fumbled him one time, Cam just sat there and looked at the ball. He didn't even try to go
Right.
for it. He just looked at it like,
it's like
this is too much.
I don't want to touch this ball.
And it was tragic press conference afterwards. He just sat there. He couldn't even say nothing. He
the
just sat
offensive line looking at him like, you got it bad.
there. Just-
Thank you.
there it is again. The most blowout topping the list is Super Bowl. San Francisco annihilated Denver Broncos, 45-point margin.
Dang.
Oh,
Their
my
second
original guess
championship.
would have been the Cowboys and the Bills. Remember Leon Lett and Don Beebe?
Yeah, that was
Leon
a
Lett
bad one.
returning that fumble and
Yes.
Don Beebe chasing him down.
And smack,
That was a
Yeah,
yes.
right before the
That
goal line.
final score was 55-10.
45 points.
Yeah, man. Bill Walsh.
Damn.
Yeah, that's ugly right there. It makes you say, "Why are you here?"
Oh, I thought that was your opportunity. You say you make me wanna.
Oh, that didn't feel right.
No.
That didn't feel right. To
That's what she said.
that. Who'd you say that to?
All right.
What up,
How we
Tom?
feeling? How we
What up,
feeling?
Tom? Tom?
This is good stuff.
How we feeling?
It's good stuff right here.
Oh shit. Why do
Oh,
we do
man.
this today? Mess
This
with
is
y'all
awesome.
ass.
I
Mess
love
with
it.
y'all ass.
Thank you
Um,
for the invitation.
yes,
We
sir.
appreciate it.
Prop betting. I know y'all. I know y'all dabble in a little
We've
little-
given everyone a lot of choices for
Yeah,
his first
legal
possible song.
legal gambling. Blah blah blah. But some of the prop bets like folks really bet on coin toss,
Yep.
color the
I was just gonna say color
Gatorade,
the
stuff like
Gatorade.
that.
Anytime touchdowns for random players. Like I think it's an anytime touchdown prop bet for Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback
Okay.
for San Francisco. It's pretty high too. Like if he gets it, if you get that one, that's pretty big time.
Why is the NFL so like hard on sports betting?
It generates so much.
Yeah, man. I think they said for this Super Bowl.
I'm talking about for with the players. Like the rules are so strict for the players, right?
because it cut. Man,
Nobody wants to go through what Pete
Yeah.
Rose and everything in the past.
Yeah, man.
Like why'd they crack down on Calvin Ridley kind of thing?
Yeah.
like that would be such a bad look if something was to get come to fruition of somebody placing a bet and either not playing to their potential, or you see them do something in the game that would help solidify that bet for them, especially betting on your own team. Or
I mean, I
you know what I mean?
understand that part, like betting on yourself or
Yeah.
or your team or something like
Yeah.
that. But it's just pushed so hard. Like,
It is.
I think
'Cause they
that-
don't want to deal with it, like he was saying.
Yeah, but I think that they already know, based off of the current referee situation,
Yes.
that they don't want to make it something possibly worse.
yeah,
At the end of the day, if something like point shaving or whatever gets exposed, this is
Yeah.
already on top of.
yeah.
Some people say it's scripted. Some people say
Yep.
that with the refs they owe you one. Everything in between. You can go back to the Detroit
owe you
and
one.
Dallas game
Yep.
during the regular season, right? Like
Yep.
week 15
Mhm.
in Dallas, the 3 straight 2-point conversion
Pull your
attempts.
mic up a little
Oh,
closer,
my
bro.
fault. Thank you.
I mean, up
Uh,
this way.
The 3 straight 2-point conversion attempts in
Yep.
Detroit, and it's like
Mhm.
also what ended up costing Dan Campbell in the playoffs. You're just being a little too aggressive. Could've-
Hell, we can go back to the Falcons Super Bowl. Kyle was too
Do you
damn
want to?
aggressive.
Do you want to?
I mean, he said it now.
Yeah.
But that's Kyle. That's Kyle's. That was his mo.
Yeah.
It happened
Yeah.
It happened in the last Super Bowl
Yes,
that
he
they
did. He's
played
done
with
it
Kansas
twice.
City.
He's
yeah,
done it twice, man.
He's done it twice
He's
already.
done it twice, and he did it in the NFC Championship game against the Rams that year. I don't understand this infatuation with wanting to be pretty and keep throwing the ball in the fourth quarter when you have a lead. I don't understand it, and that's what.
But hell, I'm gonna contradict that because players know what their numbers are. They know what their numbers are. In basketball, if I look at Prize Picks and they say, I'm gonna go for 17, and the over is paying out blah 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 more money, I can easily
Yeah.
go for 17
No
and
doubt.
have one of my partners. I'm
Put me in on
dropping
that.
17 and put me in on that.
Put me in on that. Yeah. I mean, who knows if that happens or not? As far as, hey, partner, give your partner my money. Hey, I know I'm doing this tonight. Go ahead and run that.
What's your cash out?
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna finish.
But you see what I'm saying?
Oh
Though?
no,
ain't nothing about it.
100%. But you saw Operation Flagrant Foul on Netflix, right?
Was that with the referees?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
Ben Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
So it clearly is possible in any sport.
It is.
So again, why is the NFL doing so much to crack down on it and prevent it? Is because they don't want it to go that way. But yeah, of course, in any high-scoring performance, when Kobe was going for 81 in Toronto, you don't think his entire teammates were like, "Hey man, you're already at like 50.
Yeah, you at
and
50.
You,
It's
you can
third-
go for
it's
100
third-
if
it's
you really
second
want
quarter.
to."
It's second quarter right
you know.
now. Yeah.
So it's like we're gonna get out of the way, and you can do the
Yep.
That's it.
everybody get out of the
Get
way.
out the way.
It's one of those things, but we hope because it's the highest viewed sport. It's what we all tune into at least on Sundays. When we get a random Thursday game or a Saturday game, if we don't have plans, we're gonna watch that game too. It really doesn't matter who's playing.
Nope.
It's just because it's
And that's truly
the
one of the
most
things about the NFL.
entertaining
Is
since wrestling.
Tony Romo and them calling the game today?
The lead analyst
It's
is
CBS, right?
is CBS, so it might be that crew. I'm not
No,
sure.
no. I think I remember they just announced it. I don't think
Did
it's
they?
Romo.
Well, I'm glad because then he gets a little extra sometimes.
Jim Nance. Oh, is it?
Jim Nance and Tony Romo.
It is,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Love
Yeah.
Romo for the
Tracy
Super Bowl.
Wilson will be sideline
Sideline.
reporters
That's
with
my boo.
Evan
That's your
Washburn and Jay Feely.
Oh snap!
Tracy
Oh,
Wilson.
my
You like
boo.
My boo. Thank you. I had to make up for the
11. That's 11.
Yes.
That's perfect. Oh, so you
As a
asked
matter-
about the prop bets. I have them here. About a good list of them.
Hold on, I was gonna say,
Oh, go ahead.
what's my girl from Fox?
Erin Andrews?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll make love to her in the club
She-
all day.
Well done.
Oh, boom!
I'm sure
You were ready for
I was
that.
ready
one.
for
You
that.
was
Yeah,
ready
I was-
for that one. You was ready.
It wasn't. Yeah.
the DJ got y'all falling in love again? No, too much?
12.
Okay.
Yeah,
13.
fine.
That's
13.
13.
That's 13. Yeah.
But she hasn't aged in like 20 years.
No, she has.
No, she's done pretty good for it. She's done pretty good keeping herself up. I will give her that. She's been around for a while.
Baby blood.
But before you do the prop bets,
That's
though,
fine.
I want to go back to the call of the game with Romo and Nance.
Mhm.
Like, is it too much now? Like, do they do too much as commentators now?
Everyone has their own style,
Yes.
right? Jim Nance is just known for having that voice,
I like Jim. Yes,
right?
I like.
I
Yeah.
don't think anyone really complained about him. Romo, you hate him or love him.
Yep.
Because he's doing what before the ball is even snapped?
We literally
He
talked
trying to
about
call
this.
the
We
play,
talked
right?
about this over lunch yesterday.
Literally. So you hate him or love him. You know that he's going to dissect it, tell you what is probably going to happen, and simultaneously what he's going to be running versus.
And it happens. Like literally, and that's what for me. That's what I was telling him yesterday. It makes it so impressive for me when it comes to Romo. It's like I know you watch film like every other analyst does and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, but to pick up the tendencies and to know the situation of what they're going to call in that exact moment because you've watched enough film on them, and to do it live and it happened just like that, that's impressive.
And I don't mind
Yeah. Hey, see,
You knowing-
13, 14.
14.
knowing your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, sometimes like the commentary can just be like overpowering. Like, I don't need to know. Like, this is the first player in the last 20 years
Yeah.
to chew bubble gum and
Right,
run for
right.
10 yards
Right.
in a game at night. Like, I'm just like, dude, like,
producers.
it's
That's
just
producers on that one.
It's just overload,
That's
man.
that's producers.
Or am I
sliding.
just getting? Am I getting old, y'all? Y'all can tell
I
me.
mean,
I sound
if
like
it's-
an old
if
man.
it's-
We're all getting old, though.
Yeah, but if it's overflow, you feel like just let me watch the game. I don't care nothing about all that. Throwing
Right.
up the graphics, but that's literally producers sliding the paper to them. Oh, check
Right,
that out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Check that out. Or throw that one out there. I mean, it
Some-
happens.
You know, some of the stuff that we all used to enjoy when we were younger, loud music. Now, we're all getting older, man. It is what it is.
I'm watching that. I'm like, what is all this shit on the screen?
All these graphics. and
What is all of this
cartoons,
stuff? Where
all this stuff in
what
between
down is
plays.
it? Fuck, where's the down?
Don't waste my time.
There it is. 15.
Oh boy.
There we go.
That's kind of a
Is it?
LeMay song, right? I think.
Is it
I think.
feature?
Yeah, I think that's a feature,
That's
but it still counts though.
Whether that counts.
14
That's
and a
fine.
half.
14.
I'm so
we'll
sorry.
go for it.
That's
We'll go
fine.
15.
That's
We'll go
so
15.
sorry.
That's perfectly fine.
That was a good one though.
It was.
So yeah, like it's just hearing those two, and even like with Joe Buck and oh boy, the quarterback. Like I'm not
Troy.
even Troy Aikman, I'm not even a fan of their call either.
Troy's been doing it for so long too. Like since he basically stopped playing, he's been out there doing it. But he's another one that has the voice, just like my man Chris Collinsworth.
I used to like Chris Collinsworth.
I don't like Chris Collinsworth.
Can't stand.
I don't like him either. I
Well,
don't
he
like
played for
his
Cincinnati.
voice.
That's probably why you can't stand
no,
him, right?
I don't even think it's that because he was a
It was a Gator too, but still,
average.
you know.
Yeah, that's true. He was an average receiver. He wasn't that great, but he played in the Super Bowl.
He won-
He played in the Super Bowl.
He just has.
I
these,
thought they won.
He hit,
no, they didn't win. Boomer.
no
Boomer
Bengals 49ers.
Yeah, they got drugged.
That was Dwight Clark in the catch.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Dwight Clark in the catch was the NFC Championship against Cowboys.
Sure on that. Either way, he was on that team.
The drive.
Boomer
But sure.
Esiason.
Okay. Yes,
Boomer
you are
Esiason.
correct. You are correct.
Boomer Esiason was his quarterback. They didn't win one.
I thought Ickey Woods won
Bengals
didn't he win?
Bengals don't have no championship.
Yeah, they're known as one of the teams that
Yeah, they
haven't
don't
won
have no
one.
championship.
They've been, but they
Yeah,
haven't won
yeah,
one.
Okay,
yeah, they
okay.
Don't have one. But I mean, I get what you're saying though. But Chris Collinsworth is one of those ones that he gets so.
I don't like his isms.
Yeah.
Here's a guy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. That's John Madden used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
man,
literally
it's-
took it from him.
It's
I get
weird.
modeling your game after certain people and stuff, but I don't like his voice. I don't like his delivery.
I'm not gonna say I don't mind his voice. His voice is it sounds like it fits, but it's just what comes out when he talks.
Hey, I would love. What's our old guy for the Braves who left? Chip.
Chip Carey.
Chip Carey. Yeah, he's legit.
He
He's legit.
he don't miss.
He's legit. Yeah, I miss him.
I miss him too.
I miss
I
him.
still can't get with old boy.
No.
Brandon Gaudin.
Brandon Gaudin. You can stick to Madden for me, buddy. You
Right.
stay on that.
I play on mute now because of his ass.
I
I
don't
think most
wanna-
people do.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear your
I don't want to
goddamn
hear your
voice.
shit.
Yes.
I like Charles Davis, but you shut up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sorry. All right.
No, it's
go
fine.
ahead. I'm sorry. Go
It's
ahead.
fine. So,
My bad.
all right, I guess we could go to the prop bets then. Go to the
Let's
prop
hit some
bets.
props.
So, of course, like the usuals, the coin toss and the coin toss winner, right? Gatorade.
Tails never fails.
That's how I roll.
Even before that, though, so the average length of time trivia is 1 minute and 50 seconds for the national anthem.
Who's doing it?
Reba McEntire?
Oh yeah,
Reba.
she'll
She
get
could
through
drown
it.
it out, you know? Or
She
not,
won't.
not drown it out, elongate it.
Elongate.
Nah, if it was an African American singing it, then yeah,
that
I'm
thing
definitely
gonna
over
be-
two.
Yeah, definitely
Well,
over 2
the
minutes.
record is 2 minutes and 35 seconds by
Who did it? Was that Whitney?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia
Okay, there we go. Yep.
Whitney was the second
Before that,
to
who's the fastest? I just
24,
saw
I
this.
believe.
The fastest. I just saw it. The fastest national anthem was. Oh man, I just saw it the other day.
I'd imagine somebody
Jelly
just
Roll.
playing guitar. That is a large human
Oh
being.
man, I can't. That's gonna bother me. I might have to come back to that one. I can't have to come
Okay.
back to that one. It's gonna come back to me. Gatorade bath colors. You got purple, blue.
Just the color of the Gatorade.
yeah, purple, blue, yellow, green, red, pink. go
But how
together.
how is that? You talking about
Orange.
like leaking information?
Right.
How is that not like a?
Right. I saw him
No,
dump it.
I'm
I saw him dump the powder.
$1,000 on purple.
I saw him dump the powder. Red and pinks together, yellow greens together, orange, clear or just water, and then
What is clear?
Clear. There's no clear.
that's what it says, and then straight up no Gatorade bath. So
Gatorade bath,
it's
definitely.
definitely going to be a Gatorade bath to the coach.
I don't know. It depends. Andy Reid. Yeah, it definitely be a Gatorade
Last
bath.
time when
bath.
Andy Reid won, it was orange.
How you know this? Like,
I
nah,
know
it's-
this because I was leaving the house and they had the old San Francisco Kansas City game on NFL Network, and it was at the end. I didn't watch the whole game. I just flipped to it, and it was celebration time, and I saw them dump it, and I remember that it was orange.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it was orange the last time they won. See,
Who
I-
scored
random
his
stuff.
first touchdown today? Team and player.
So that also might depend on the coin toss, right? So I feel like if Kansas City wins it, they will.
I was like, can I give you an option for both?
Yeah.
If Kansas City receives touchdown, Rasheed Rice
Out of the gate.
out of the gate
Okay. Well.
off of a smoke screen.
Damn, man.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't gonna go that far, but all right.
Right.
I'm calling that one.
If the 49ers score first, I'll go Debo Samuel.
Okay.
If the Chiefs score first, I'll go Kelsey.
If San Francisco scores first, I'm going George Kittle across the middle.
Not
Okay.
McCaffrey.
Okay.
That seems too obvious.
Okay.
I'm going. I mean, the obvious could be.
I'm going
the
Brock
answer.
Purdy on a bootleg or
scramble?
something. Yeah.
Okay, man.
That's a good one. Right. That's a good one. I'm not mad at that.
Quarterback sneak.
On a naked bootleg. What?
He gonna keep it all the way through.
What?
Quarterback sneak.
Oh man! First team to call a timeout.
San Francisco.
It's gonna get out of hand. A timeout, or it's gonna be a clock management issue.
Yeah, I would say probably to prevent a delay of game. It's like,
Yeah.
gotta burn one.
And walk off the court.
Okay.
Walk off the field.
Okay. First team to attempt a coach's challenge. I feel like San Francisco.
That's Kyle. Yeah, that's
San
Kyle
Fran.
all
'Cause
day.
Kyle gonna be like, "Look, we're not playing this shit today.
Not today.
Not
Not today.
today."
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that all day.
But it's the Super Bowl though. Like everything's gonna be so highly scrutinized and looked under the microscope that
Anyway.
it's like, if it's even necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Shanahan is probably more likely to.
You know what? Or do the old school just drop it on boom? It's here.
Belichick is still my all-time
That's
favorite.
the best one.
What
dog.
did
I
he
will
do?
say that.
The,
It was
the ref
amazing.
is literally right next to him, and he's always missed the no emotion, right?
Mhm.
But he'll ball it up and he'll spike it like he's Gronkowski right next to him,
Right next to
and then
him.
just shoot him a dagger like, pick it up.
Yep, that's true. That was a good one. It was hilarious when you did that. Okay, this one throws me off, y'all. Y'all gotta help me out with this one. Will the final score be a scoregami? What is that?
Scoregami is when a score has never happened before, so it's like a random number sequence. Like you'll never see
Today years
in a
old for that one.
you'll never see in like a football game 11-8.
Got you.
So it's just like a number sequence that's never happened.
Oh,
before.
okay.
Okay.
But somebody somewhere came up with this term a couple of years ago, and of course it was one of those stories on ESPN coverage at 11:30 before Sunday football, and it's like, who
Scoregami.
cares about this?
Ridiculous. Opening kickoff result. Is it a touchback or is it gonna be returned?
Touchback.
Yeah, it's too.
Usually a
There's too
touchdown.
many now.
There's too many, right?
Yeah.
That
Change.
goes back to the what we're
Rule
talking about, the
change.
XFL rule change, man. Let's make it a little bit more interesting because they line up in front of
They
each
can't
other.
even run anymore. They don't even get a run and start anymore.
Mm-mm.
That's to prevent injuries, of course. 'Cause those collisions can be real on the kickoff team now. I used to like doing it myself. It used to be very fun.
Wow.
You gotta be a little
Yeah,
thrown
how
off.
did
to do it.
how did DeMar Hamlin get hurt?
That was a running play.
It wasn't a kickoff.
If I
Alright.
remember correctly, no, it was a running play.
But again, to prevent injuries, so
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
doing anything
high,
they can
high
to.
impact collisions,
Yeah.
man. Because they're talking about, and that's why you can't do the wedge anymore.
Right.
Remember the wedge?
Oh,
back in the
yeah,
day?
the wedge
Man,
back in
what?
the day,
wedge?
man.
Oh my goodness! Now I'm not gonna lie. It was somebody on our football team. I used to call him Cowboy. He was the craziest some gun I ever seen. He used to run to the wedge and just dive into it head first. I'm like, what? Okay, you insane, you psycho, but
See,
all right.
equivalent of doing like a cross body block in wrestling.
Basically,
You just throw yourself at somebody. It's like,
he's like, I'm gonna go.
you know this
destroy-
is gonna hurt,
He's
right?
like, I'm gonna go destroy the wedge. I'm like,
Oh,
what do you mean
Tito
I'm gonna go destroy the
Santana.
wedge?
Off
He's
the
like,
rope.
I'm gonna go destroy the wedge.
It's a kamikaze.
It's insane. I just did ridiculous. Opening kickoff return for a touchdown.
Nope. Not gonna do it. They're not gonna. They're kicking that thing at the back of the end zone.
Opening kickoff return for a touchdown? What was
Yeah.
it, Devin Hester? No,
right?
Come on,
No.
now.
Mm-mm.
Shout out to the Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Will the first play from scrimmage result in a first down?
Is a penalty causing a first down an option?
I'm assuming with the prop bet, no.
The first play of the game results in a first down?
The first play from scrimmage results in a first down.
That's a good bet.
I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna say no too because it's probably gonna be a run from either team.
I don't
And
know. Somebody might air it out. Just play action that thing.
Very possible. Both coaches are capable of that.
Madden,
Both coaches are very
go
capable.
deep.
And
I'm,
now
I'm hitting Michael Haynes.
I expect to see a few trick plays because both of them can throw some stuff at you now.
Hey, you remember old school Madden, probably 90-ish or so, when we had Michael Haynes on the Falcons.
Oh man, that's a long time
Oh,
ago.
that's right. I be forgetting.
My
bad.
I was alive.
You was
I
alive.
wasn't
My
playing.
bad.
I
I'm
wasn't
going back.
playing
I'm
Madden.
sorry.
It's okay.
My bad.
It's fine. I appreciate the
But
history.
I was gonna say,
I appreciate the history.
I
Now.
met him at a Falcons game, and it's like, yo, you were fast as
you was
hell on
that
that
guy. You
goddamn
was that
Madden.
guy on
You
that
was fast as
Madden.
hell on that Madden.
Tecmo
Just
Bowl.
throw it up, goddamn. No, it was
Tecmo.
Madden,
I
not
know, I'm
Tecmo
just
Bowl.
saying,
Yeah.
Give you throwback on that.
Tecmo.
Tecmo
Yeah.
Bowl. Yes, sir.
You don't know about no damn Techno Bowl.
Hey man, I said I played it. It came out before I was born, but I played
Bo
it.
Jackson was a beast, wasn't
It's
he?
the best one ever.
The.
The beast. The best ever. Let's see.
The hell with those.
Fatigue didn't exist at that time.
No,
so
at all.
You didn't lose
At
any
all.
Right.
speed. And you just,
Running circles around them. Up.
That's how we used to look at old football games too. Remember, they probably had like 3 cameras,
Yeah.
just 3 angles. That was it.
That's it. Total yards gained on the first play. Over, under 3.5 yards.
I'll go over.
Over, yeah,
Yeah. 3.5.
First play?
yeah.
Well,
You can
Clearly.
pick up a quick 4 on the first run.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
As I said, I feel like it's going to be a run. You can get that easy on a run.
Yeah.
Especially with both of those running games. It can happen.
Before you do your next one, let's talk. We gotta talk about number 13.
You want to get more into it?
Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
the number. I'm talking about Taylor.
Oh, okay.
I guess. What about it?
I saw this on the news. Like, she's not the first pop star that's been with player before.
No, not at all.
But for some reason, she gets
It went crazy. It can,
so much freaking exposure.
Well,
I know she's the
she's-
most popular person on the freaking planet right
yeah.
now.
Now, the only thing I can compare it to.
She is.
She's one of them now, as far as pop stars. Like, you know, everybody
No,
knows.
people, I think.
What? I mean,
Like,
yeah. It reminds me of when
I mean,
we
she
talked about
does
Romo.
tour.
Her
She does tour.
She's fucking Japan right now.
Yeah.
Or she probably in Vegas by now though. But
Maybe.
No, I think
Like,
like
she's
she's.
supposed to be performing and then like hopping on the plane and coming over and getting here like just in time type deal.
I thought she performed last night though.
I'm not sure. Maybe that
13 hours, still 13 hours.
Yeah,
like, it's
true
gonna
that.
take some time.
This
True
way
that.
or that way, yeah.
True that.
One of these way.
I think it reminds me. We talked about Romo earlier. It reminds me when he was dating Jessica Simpson.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
every time you turned around, if they did something, she was up in the stand showing her number 9,
But-
pink and bedazzled and all that shit.
This was also Jessica Simpson just coming off of like Dukes of Hazard
Yep.
and the
The-
Daisy Duke shorts.
Yeah, indeed,
And
indeed.
I think she had like a sloppy checkers commercial or
Oh
something.
yeah, I
yes, she
remember
did.
that. Yeah,
Right,
I
so-
remember that.
And then she had a reality show too at the time.
No, I think this
Or
was
that
after.
before-
I
that
think
was after, it was after
Yeah.
the reality show because she was with the dude from the boy band.
from
Nick
was it
Lachey, is it?
Nick Lachey. Yep,
Yeah.
Nick Lachey.
She was with him.
Way to
yeah,
go.
it's in there somewhere.
Way to
Sometimes,
go.
Man. I can pull it out there sometimes.
Pause.
Pause, man.
That's one of people's favorites to why they watch Troy Aikman because he just says things like
Yes,
that
he
all the
does.
time, and you can just
He
count them.
does.
And then you hear Joe Buck get like real quiet for a second,
Little-
and sometimes you
little
might
chuckle.
even hear like a.
A little chuckle, yeah. It happens. Man.
All good. It's all good.
Sometimes you got to be careful with it.
There's the
and
guy
slow-
that
nice
hits
and
the
slow,
hole
you gotta
hard.
just pull it out the
All
Right,
right,
right.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I can't really think of it that's been as in your face since that. I
I
can't
think
of it.
J Lo and A Rod was kind of big.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't as popular as the football. So like,
Right,
there's
'cause, yeah.
182 baseball games, she's gonna come to 30 of them. Who cares? Like, not a big deal.
I got you.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a buzz because they were a hot couple or whatever. Aren't they back together? Are they back together?
Who?
Jennifer Lopez and A Rod.
No, I thought she got back with
No,
Ben
she
Affleck.
with Ben.
That's right. She got back with Ben. She
Yeah.
go back and forth so much. I forget.
You'll take an X back, won't you?
I don't know.
Off subject. So as I was getting prepared this morning to come to the studio,
Mhm.
there was a Daniel Pink, awesome author. One of the first books that I read from him was Right Brain Thinkers, but he has a new book out that's talking about regret
Okay.
and regret as it pertains to relationships.
Mm.
And he's got data from like thousands and thousands of folk,
Mm.
and a lot of them talk about like old relationships that they had that they regret that they messed up.
Mm.
I didn't tell a person I loved them. I didn't do a second date. And you talking about people that went back to high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I would have,
Yeah.
and how people live with regret. And I thought it was very interesting. I think I'm going to get the book because it's just like regret is a
Well, I can
real
get that.
thing, man.
I can understand that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody can think back to a certain situation and be like, that was the one that got away, like that type of deal.
Yeah,
I
it
get
talked
that.
about how, like, even one, it said people think about those
Yeah.
old flames back in the day.
Yeah.
And even with social media, like, people will go back to try to find or see like a old
See what-
flame
yeah.
that, you
See
know,
how
I messed that
how
up.
they looking these days?
Yep,
Yeah.
how they mess it up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Some people tend to build upon it as well. You learn from your mistakes, hopefully.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, of course, you're always going to be thinking about it. You could be going shopping at Publix or something. You ain't really paying attention. Most people on their phones, even though we're supposed to be on our phones less. Somebody says something to you in line, you ain't paying attention.
Right.
Get home a couple days later, she was flirting with me. Wait a minute.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
It's like, so of course you're always gonna think
Like,
back.
dang,
about
I
it, but
missed out on that one. I slipped. I never know what could have happened.
But or then when you get back and you find their social media stuff and you get back and you see them today, you be like, "Oh, I dodged one. I dodged one.
it's not too much of a regret, you know.
He was like, I planned it right.
I did that one
I
well."
planned it
But
right.
yeah, I'm sorry, I was just off record. But
No,
yeah,
it's fine.
that- man,
It's fine. You need that.
I wanted
kind
y'all
of
to bring. I wanted to bring that up because I thought it was powerful.
No, that's legit. That's deep, really. When you get to the nooks and crannies of it, that's legit.
Pause.
What's nooks and crannies?
What's up? Nah, that's all good.
I didn't say crevices.
Right. That's slits.
All right now.
How many?
All right now.
How many people do you think will stay at home and watch the game? That's number 15, by the way. That's an Usher song. Him and Future.
Stay at home.
Okay. You just wanted to pull that one out.
I did.
How do you calculate that? I don't know.
But I'm like here with us. Like there's 2 or 3. Where are you watching the game?
I won't be at home. I would be at.
You would be at a home?
Yes, I would be at a home. I won't be at my home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be out.
You gonna be out? You gonna be out?
Yeah, I'll be in the area.
Yeah, I'll be out. Why you choose home?
Well, I mean, I've done both. The home aspect is easier as far as, drinking.
Logistics.
Yeah, chilling and, don't have to watch what you do, that type of thing. You out and about, depends on the area. You got to temper it down, pay attention to your surroundings, all that kind of stuff. Things get wild on Super Bowl parties.
If I can be honest, I think it's the bathroom situation.
That's a good one, too.
Why people stay at the house? It's like, that's my bathroom.
That's a good one.
You know,
That's
I
a
ain't
good
gotta
one.
fight or wait in line.
Menu
True.
options.
You know?
True.
Menu options. You can have what you want to eat, drink. You don't have to pay for your drinks. You go ahead and buy your bottle. You good.
Well, you paid for it.
Well, technically, yes,
Yeah.
you did, but not as much as you would pay for, say, you get a bottle and you have 5 drinks.
It just depends on where you go.
right,
So,
right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We all know how that goes.
As someone that's approaching 20 years in the industry,
Good job, man.
drinking at home isn't really an option because it's usually at work or after
Yeah.
work. So
Yeah.
it's like I already basically do that every day. of
Every
my
day,
life.
right?
I don't
Exactly.
wanna-
Right.
I don't want to do that. At
Do it
home.
at the crib,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, those are the options.
Definitely not alone. Let me say.
Oh
that.
no.
Please don't drink alone.
No, don't drink alone. It sounds depressing. At least have
Those
some-
remind me of pandemic days
Oh man. Just
when
sitting
we was
there.
shut down,
Sitting
Just
there
anything
just-
to pass the time.
and they was giving away NFL League Was it NFL League Pass or something like that? They were giving away one of them free,
Yeah.
where you could watch old NFL games.
Yeah.
They did it for free, and I would sit at the crib
Sit
and
there.
watch Falcons games like I've never seen them before, like
having your drink,
having
or
a
two.
cocktail. Yep,
Yeah, having a taste.
sitting
or
there.
two.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This Roddy White guy, he's gonna be halfway decent.
Watch
gonna
this
be
guy.
He's gonna be halfway
Right.
decent.
It's gonna be all right.
Who is this Julio Jones dude?
This rookie is amazing.
I'm sure a few females, when they watched him play, probably looked at him and goes, "There goes my baby."
Oh.
16?
Oh, man.
There you go.
Nice.
16?
Man, that's nice right there.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I was gonna save it for Taylor Swift and Kelsey, but it was just there at this
Yeah.
point. I was like, I don't know how much
Understood.
longer
I
we
get
have. You know? I don't know if the shot clock is expiring.
All right. Let's see.
How we doing, Mike? Are we good?
Are we doing great? Yeah.
We good?
Okay. Perfect.
Probably got about another good 6 minutes.
No, I dig it. Who will have more receiving yards, Debo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk?
Ayuk's disappeared, man.
He
I
has.
feel like in that offense, even though Debo does everything, the prop bet is more receiving yards.
Yes.
I'm still gonna go Debo just because Ayuk has disappeared, and
Yeah.
banged up or not, Debo
But
is
you know how
still gonna
things-
give you.
You know how things go. He's been disappeared. He's been gone for a few games. All of a sudden.
Yeah, but one broken play too though could.
Yeah.
So we see your jacket.
Mm.
Please
Nice.
give some history.
Yes. That's. Yeah.
I gave him a birthday shout out yesterday on the
Yes,
show.
you
Scott
did.
Arnold
Yes, you did.
attended the Super Bowl down in Miami. This was the one right before the pandemic started, so I hate to bring it up, but I believe this was the 49ers and Chiefs Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
But long story short, there's basically a patch from every Super Bowl up until, what is that? I can't read upside down.
L
55?
sounds good to me. I
Yeah,
don't think that's
54?
55.
What Super Bowl are we on this year?
We're on 58, I believe.
So
So-
54.
54.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, so the middle, that's just a trophy, and that the trophy is in the middle. That's what was messing me up. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
54.
Yeah. Right. But yeah,
That's
if I could,
legit, though.
if I could find some additional patches just to keep it updated, but it's also Dolphins colors, so since it was in Miami, I'm always gonna wear it.
So is that the Super Bowl outfit? Is that what you're going to be walking the red carpet with today?
Can they see my lower half? Can you guys out there see what I'm rocking the lower half right now? I don't want you to, but the top half, yes. Bottom half, I don't.
It happens.
Everyone knows I'm already blessed with certain assets, so I don't. It is what it is.
Yeah, good thing we're not doing shoe cam today.
Yeah. Shoe cam would be a little different.
First of all, these Tempur-Pedics.
I didn't say nothing. Nobody was.
I don't care. I'll
I
tell
wouldn't
you.
say anything.
I am beyond comfortable. You know what?
You walk all day. in
And the only
these.
difference is, even if I'm out of the house, I don't have any shame, obviously, but I'm still comfortable.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Speaking of shoes, though, I meant to say it earlier. Love the boots.
Thank you. Thank
Love
you very
it.
much. I thought it was gonna be raining today.
Dig
So
it.
The weather looks a little overcast and weird, but for
Yeah.
now it looks like it's holding
It's been
up, so-
pushing back, man. Yeah, it's supposed to have been raining hard for all day around like 2 o'clock to on in to tomorrow. But
go to menu for you if you're watching. Just say you're watching a game at the crib.
Mhm.
Go to menu items besides wings.
Finger foods. Some quick, poppable-
sandwiches,
Uh,
pinwheel sandwiches.
And Will sandwiches. Old school.
Yeah.
Damn. Boy, that bread
I-
gets
if-
stuck. At the
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
If
Then when
I-
it get a
if
little
I can-
warm, it's nice and soft.
if I can get a buffalo chicken dip or a buffalo chicken slider on like a Hawaiian roll,
Yeah.
I'm making a platter for
Yeah.
everybody, and it's gonna be one of the better things you've had. I
Yeah,
promise.
Tasha makes his. She does this dip, this sausage, like Italian sausage cheese dip.
Like
Like,
a rotel.
yeah, yes,
Yeah, I got- that's one of
exactly.
my favorites, too.
Exactly.
I got
She
to have
crushes
it. Got
that.
to have
Yeah.
that. You got me with the Jimmy Dean sausage.
Oh, yes.
sir.
Oh,
That
yeah.
hot
The
Jimmy
little
Dean
hot one?
Yes,
Oh,
indeed,
yeah.
sir. Get that hot rotel, little Velveeta.
I'd even
I already know.
Yes, sir.
I'd even want to do like mini burger sliders, so that way if I'm having 5 of them, I don't feel guilty.
At that point, once you get to 5, guilt's out the window. Who cares? It's Super Bowl. I'm eating everything.
It makes you feel better though, because like you having a full fledged burger, you're on your second or third one, you're like, man, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Them
But
yeah.
you keep going back. You're like, I'm on my
Tell you
5th. It's like, all right, I'm not that stuff.
Let me tell you something. Them pinwheels, I can get 3-4 every round. Okay, it don't matter.
Do you want to just add Costco to like the commercial plug?
That's-
Because you
well,
just
everybody make them.
I just be getting scared. Like, is that the ones you put them damn toothpicks in? Yeah, they had.
you gotta be
Need
careful.
something to
dog.
hold
I be
it together.
scared.
You
Yeah, I
gotta
be
you
scared.
gotta be careful, dog.
Like,
You gotta
yeah.
gotta look first. Gotta look first. Don't
that's
hurt
how I
yourself.
made the.
Don't hurt yourself.
I sent you a picture of them. That's how I made the
Yeah.
stuffed chicken breast.
Yep.
I had to hold them together with toothpicks, but
I just
True.
get nervous.
I did like a little spinach, cream cheese,
sir.
Parmesan, little mixture, and just stuffed it inside the chicken breast.
Nice-
But in
nice
order to hold them
little-
together,
cut a nice
toothpick
little
them up.
slit.
Yeah, of
Yep.
course.
Indeed.
Look at y'all. That boy be cooking too, boy.
Oh, I
he be
know
sending
it.
them damn pictures.
I know it.
Like,
That's
goddamn.
another-
If y'all
another-
need a mobile chef, holler at your boy.
That's another
Hey.
way me and him got tight. They talk about food all the time.
Goddamn green beans was salty as hell the other day though.
Well, that one got away. That one got away.
Shake it,
Somebody
shake
call me.
it.
Yo, let me get another one. You already just put one. Let him get away.
That's funny.
Oh man.
We got everybody back there doing this several times over. Too many times.
Salt,
What
man.
up, Hirsch?
Salt and look.
Y'all don't have to turn around, man.
Oh,
Y'all do that every time.
We do.
Squirrel.
I do.
I do, but
Squirrel.
is it
I
possible to get
remember
one
when it
over
used to be
here?
on- I remember when it used to be on that TV. You
Yeah.
go, look over that way.
This reflection is always messing with me.
Squirrel. So who y'all got tonight?
Let's get the picks
49ers.
in, man. You got a score?
I got a little bit of money on the 49ers, so
You got a score? Score prediction?
30-27.
Nice.
Okay.
I was going to go 29-26, but that felt weird.
So let's see.
Hold on. Hey, Patrick Jones, if you listening today, just FYI, I am not going with none of your prize picks today.
Is that
Uh-oh.
PJ the Barber?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to PJ.
Here, do these bets right here. You send me the bets.
The over-under is...
Still ain't won.
The over-under is 47 and a half, by the way.
Under.
47 and a half. So,
Oh, you over, right?
yeah.
Yep. I'm going to go with the under. Going KC.
Defense, heard?
KC.
Do y'all like write this stuff down and revisit it?
I mean, I've thought about it.
If you rewatch the show, that's the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
I've rewatched pretty much all of our shows, and I like to go back sometimes and like,
Yeah.
hey, remember when?
I'm going KC 27. 17.
Are you powering down?
Right, for
27-17.
Had a
10
mini
point
stroke
game.
over there.
27-17.
Damn,
Wow.
good stuff.
What you got?
You know,
Come
I'm
on,
not
you got,
picking no.
come on now. You asked us. You got to give me something.
Okay, here you go. I don't.
Whether it be a score or not, give me
Here's
something.
the deal. I don't want to see Taylor Swift on the field at the end of the game. If that says
Okay.
anything, how about that?
Okay. I
You
can
know,
get with
there's
that.
a prop bet that he proposes to her.
It's everywhere. It's ridiculous.
How about say like y'all see
One of the
who,
prop bets
who
is
he
that
left
he has
though,
11 or
right?
more receptions.
Who he left?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's also been talking a lot too, though.
Oh, she has.
And guess who she picked?
She picked.
49ers.
Yeah, of
Of
course.
Of course you do.
I was like, well, that's what an ex does. I don't really know too many
I
exes that are
think
going to be
the-
very supportive of you.
Look, she's been very
I'm happy for that.
regretful right now. She's
Yeah.
living with a lot of regret right now.
No doubt. But they have a prop bet for Kelsey going for 11 or more receptions.
Nah,
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
nah, yeah.
A lot. Nikki Bosa records 2 or more sacks.
Possible.
Very possible.
That's San Francisco, right?
Yep. And because they have an injury to one of their players, one of their offensive linemen, he's a guard, but still.
Is he coming to Atlanta?
Who?
Bosa.
Mm-mm.
He just
Oh.
got an extension.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. I don't see that happening. I don't see him ever leaving San Francisco.
Yeah. Joey Bosa from the Chargers
Maybe
becomes
Joey.
a
Maybe
casualty.
Joey.
Then
That's what it was.
So
It
maybe-
might have been
okay.
Joey
That's big
Bosa
brother.
then.
That's
Okay.
older brother.
Oh, okay.
He's good. He just can't stay healthy. That's older brother.
who does he remind you of?
Who? Joey?
Yeah.
Going old school Falcon on that?
I was going. Yeah.
Give me Patrick Kearney type
Literally.
deals.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
A little
Patrick
bit.
Kearney type
Yeah.
deal. No doubt about
And
it.
he was good.
Yeah, Patrick Kearney was
absolutely.
solid.
Used to
Yeah,
love
he was
Patrick
solid
Kearney.
as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Couple
absolutely.
time Pro Bowler.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Good player. Very good player.
Cool.
Matter of fact, might have the same number, 97. Isn't that what Joey wears?
Yeah, actually.
97.
It's the same dude.
That's crazy.
I didn't put that one together. but
That just popped
yeah.
in my mind. I was like, Patrick Kearney, that's the same number.
Cohen
That's crazy.
plus 7.
And Nikki
Nah,
wears
13.
and trying to fit it in there. Nikki Bosa wears 97 too, just like his brother.
There you go.
Let's get one more. First interception of the game, if there is an interception.
I
That's-
think it'll definitely be. An
there's
interception.
6 players on this, 3 from each team. You got Mike Edwards for Kansas City. You got Mike Edwards for Kansas City, L'Jarius Sneed for Kansas City. Then you got Tayshaun Gibson, San Francisco, Lenore from San Francisco, Shavarius Ward, and Jair Brown. They have 4.
They went all DBs though.
Yeah, they did. They did.
A linebacker could easily get a pick.
Especially somebody like a Fred Warner. He's very capable.
How about my last prop bet? If any, how many people does Ursher bring out?
Is there a over under?
Let's go
4?
No,
You going under?
no.
Is
We
he
can't set the
going-
over under at 4. That's too much.
But that's what we were trying to establish. I
Two?
mean,
2. Yeah, let's go 2.
Look,
2 and
2 and a
2.5.
half,
Yeah, 2.5
2
over
and a
under.
half.
all right. So if it's 2.5, then I'll
2.5.
go over because I think it'll be about
I'm going
4.
under.
Less than 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go over with, say, 3.
Wow. Really?
Yeah,
That's the one that's the one I'm keeping track
That's
of.
fine.
God damn it.
That's fine.
That's a halftime performance. Like
It
this
is.
is your.
Like you think about it though,
stage.
like the California one.
That was a
It was a statewide
That was
one.
a hip hop
It
deal.
was. It was.
But we established that the closing song is probably going to be,
Yeah.
and who, if not,
Luda and John.
that's two right there. And I'm assuming that if he's doing his little happy hour, power hour,
If he's doing
30
oh my
seconds
God,
of a song,
well, I am gonna pop out there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just got people lined up backstage of your second, your third, your fourth, your
Yep.
fifth, and just
Okay,
come
let's
out for
change
your
the
song.
over under line then.
No, we can't
you
change
established
it.
it
No, no, because you
You
said 4 was
established
too
it.
much.
This is my bet though.
Yes, sir.
I
go
didn't
ahead.
hit send
You're
yet.
right. You're right. You're right.
I didn't
you're
hit send.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if that's a real bet though. Is
It
that a
might
real
be.
bet in Cali? I mean,
They're
in
betting on
Vegas.
everything. So I would say easily that's
It's
a bet.
probably it probably
Easily.
is. I'm not surprised. Not in
Alright.
the slightest. So you marking it down? You putting it in?
Can I change the line? Can't you
It's-
change
it's
the
your,
line?
It's your bet. Yeah, the line changes all the time.
You can. You're right.
Yes.
It changes all the time.
Right.
All right. The line's 3.5 now.
My answer stays the same.
All right,
Say
there we
so.
go.
That,
There we
that
go.
would put me at
There
put
we
me
go.
at the under.
Cause
I'm saying 3. That would put me at the under. That means the collaboration.
the only
and
reason
one
I
more
say
person.
that, you know, I'm gonna stick with 2.5. I'm gonna stick with 2.5.
Oh, now you're going back.
So
Yep,
the
I'ma
line-
stick with
the
2.5,
line's 2.5,
damn it. I'ma
and
stick
so
with 2.5.
Now I'm back at the over
Because just because he does doesn't mean that Luda
Or
and
John.
John get a verse.
True.
Does not mean that.
Correct.
But Luda's verse is pretty iconic when it comes to that.
He's
song.
not gonna get the full verse though. Not on
Come
this
on,
set.
watch out, my outfit. Come on.
No, he's not. He would if he comes out, he's not getting the whole verse.
It's just one verse. It's like it's not. It's a quick verse. So we're not gonna hear "Lady in the Sheets" but a freak in the bed.
Nope. Super Bowl stage.
Yeah, family friendly ish.
All right.
Sticking
Okay.
to it. 2.5. I'm going under.
That's fine. I'm the only one with go with the over then. Going.
No, he went over.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So you got the 3.
He said 4.
Right. He did.
He think 4 people gonna come.
So
out.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick with my 3. I'm
Because
sticking
1
with the
plus
3.
3 is 4.
Minus 1 is
You got
plus
it.
10. It's 13.
Two.
You see how we did that?
I got you. I got you.
Hey, hopefully y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, man. Thank
Yeah.
y'all for joining
Thank
us on
you.
this
Shout out to
special
Appreciate
Super
it.
Bowl
Gary and
edition.
Harry.
Thank you for
Harry
having
and
us.
Harry
No
and
doubt
Gary.
about it.
Everybody
It's-
get ready. Go
good
get
stuff.
dressed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm finna go.
Hey, that was a good one.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah, man.
16. There you
That's-
go. It's
that's
not a
it.
song,
Not
but that's
it's
a
definitely
Ursher.
an Ursher reference.
That's pretty good, though.
That was good.
Right?
Yeah. But once
Close
again,
it out.
Thank you for having us on. Thank you everybody for tuning in to this special edition of this Super Bowl show today.
Seriously, shout out to the MLX Broadcasting Company and Power 108.9. Mike, we couldn't do this without you. This was a
Absolutely not.
lovely impromptu Super Bowl edition, episode number 29.
29.
Hey, my man Mercier said Luda wouldn't get a full verse. Agreed. No, he can't. He said he won't.